Hey, so what's this week's episode about?
Well, Tasting the City, we recently had one, the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes,
and,
indeed.
They don't have just beer.
What do you have with beer?
Well, good food, hopefully.
Yes, well.
Beside another beer.
Well, yeah, well, that's true too. So you have beer and food and beer. So these are craft beers with niftily crafted food. Where are we going to go first?
Let's check out Sea Dog.
Oh yeah, I remember Sea Dog. Well, let's go. How you doing? What's your name?
Chef Dave Squanti.
Chef David, is that your real name, Chef?
Yes.
Well, David, nice to talk to you again. And I understand you have some really delicious food here.
We do. We like to focus on the things that we know, the New England type of food, and we have some Florida, Southern cuisine in there too.
Okay, cool. Tell me about yourself. How did you get involved with cooking?
I started at an early age. My family was always involved in cooking and got me involved too. Went to culinary school and just been surrounded by the industry ever since.
Well, good. Now, you were speaking New England stuff. What kind of New England thing would you like for us to try today?
We have an awesome lobster roll. It's delicious. Fresh, hand-picked lobster roll. It's the real deal, yeah.
It's the real deal.
Yeah.
Let's go eat one. Come on.
Right. So we got our pound and a quarter in the steamer right here. And then we're going to take it out and shock it right away.
With electricity?
Yeah, with ice water.
Oh, with ice water. Okay.
Yeah. When you cool it off really quick, the meat kind of releases from the shell, and it's easier to pick like that. So and plus it's going to stop the cooking altogether.
So you get it just as done as you want, and then you drop it in the ice.
Correct. And then immediately it stops the cooking process.
Cool.
All right, so we're going to break this apart real quick. So
you've got him chilled to perfection.
Correct. And then we're going to just twist the tail off really simple like that and pull it out. It comes out perfect. And then the claws, you're basically just gonna bend them on the table, and then they come right off easily, And then you got all your parts of the lobster right there. You got your cracker, and you got your actually holding claws right there that they hold and they eat with these claws right here.
So they're different claws?
Yeah, they're different claws. Yeah, this is called the crusher, and then the pincher is here.
I think something I didn't know. You really do know this stuff, don't you?
I take it seriously. Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Well, I'm learning something every day.
Yeah. All right, so now we can break down the lobster out of the shell. It's super simple. You just twist the tail right there, and the meat comes out right there, and then you kind of just push it forward, and it comes out perfectly. So you have the tail intact. So you don't want to cut it to pieces or anything like that. You want to leave it whole and nice and chunky.
Boy, that looks delicious.
Yeah. All right, then we'll break down the claws. Want to take the rubber bands off. They actually have the rubber bands on because when the lobsters are alive, they'll actually cannibalize and eat each other in the tanks and stuff like that.
Oh man!
So they do that to protect them so they don't eat each other. So now we're just going to break these guys down, claws and everything. Just pop the claws out there. There.
He did that with the back of the knife.
Yeah, the back of the knife. You always want to use the back so you don't ruin your knife.
Okay.
So then you have your perfect claw right there, and then we'll just get this is the most underrated meat in the whole part of the lobster. It's called the knuckle meat, and it's two of the most tender parts in the whole lobster. So you want to make sure you spend the extra time and effort and get those claws right there. So we're gonna just crack it right there, and then this whole piece will just come right out. So there you got the gem right there, the knuckle meat, and that's the good stuff.
That does look good.
All right, so then I'm gonna take this other piece out here.
So we're getting more knuckle meat out.
More knuckle, yeah. That's the good stuff. So, and then we're gonna just do it one more time. You're gonna use the back of your knife and just push it down into it. release that claw. And then obviously if you're doing this at home, you know, you can use crushers or crackers, and it works the same exact way. In the restaurants, we've always just done this, you know. It's just easier for us, you know, to do it this way.
If you can have a big tool to do something, you do it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. It's a manly
Whatever's
thing.
easier. And faster, yeah. So there you go. There's all your pieces of the lobster.
Boy, that looks delicious. That's a lot of meat, too.
It is. I mean, you usually average like 1.25 pounds lobster. You get about 6 ounces, 6.5 ounces. So
Wow.
it's a good amount of meat.
So this part, what do you do with that?
This we use for stock actually, and then we make our bisque fresh with the heads and the extra claw meat too. There's a lot of flavors in there that are really, really great for the bisque.
Ooh, that sounds like another episode.
Right. So from this point here, you're basically gonna take this little vein out here. It's usually pretty dirty, as you can see, and not in a bad way. It's just gonna get cleaned up, so you don't want that to eat that part. And then you kind of just rinse it off in the ice water. And then basically what I do is I cut it in half, and then so it's nice and full, you know. So I cut it in half and then in half again. So you have nice full pieces of lobster. You don't want to
Boy, that looks
shredded or anything like that. So then now our next step is going to be actually dressing the lobster. So we can do that too.
Do you have a wardrobe here to dress them?
No, I just basically I let the lobster speak for itself, and I just do basically a touch of mayonnaise, a little bit of lemon, white pepper, so it doesn't, it's not that powerful, and just a touch of salt, and that's all you need. That's basically, you want the lobster to speak for itself. So.
Well, cool. Let's watch you finish it up then.
Sure. All right. So basically, I got everything laid out. We have our fresh cracked lobster meat, and then basically we're just gonna mix it together. Like I said, some chefs, they could do fancy stuff, fancy things with recipes and all this, but you really don't need it when you're doing fresh lobster meat. You want to let the lobster speak for itself. So what I'm going to do is a little touch of white pepper, lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, just a touch of salt, and then we're going to use mayonnaise. Now the mayonnaise is the most important part in here. You want to buy the best mayonnaise you can. Hellmann's mayonnaise is the best. I'm going to be getting a check later in the mail, but yeah, the mayonnaise is definitely, I've found, the number one thing that you can add in there is, go for the good mayonnaise. You'll regret it, So I just do a little.
Oh, no Miracle Whip in this.
No. The Hellmann's, you got to have the Hellmann's. So I just do a little tiny bit of mayonnaise just to kind of bind it all together and get it all, going together, So, all right, and then after that, we're just going to mix it all together in a small little. And then we're ready to go.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Can't wait. I like to add a little bit of lettuce, just for the crunch factor in the sandwich, in the roll. So I kind of.
So not slaw. This is lettuce.
Lettuce, just regular shredded lettuce. And then the bun is pretty important too. We just use a regular hot dog bun, and then grill it. Butter it. You could butter it up, over butter it, and just grill it on a flat top, or in a pan if you're at home, whatever you want to do. Just as long as you have like a nice golden brown, flaky crust.
Little crust on it.
Right.
Butter crust.
Butter crust. Yeah.
All right.
So now we're just gonna stuff it, basically. Good amount of lettuce in there, and we don't try to make it perfect. I mean, this is a lobster roll. It's meant to be fun and eat it and have a good time with it. So we're gonna just lay the lobster on top, and I like to put the claws on top there.
Boy, that looks good.
Yep, can't get better than that right there. 100% Maine lobster, fresh right out of the water, still kicking. It's the best right there.
Well, that looks good.
I love cooking. That's why I love it. great.
This looks good enough to eat.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Oh, you were right. This looks delicious.
Oh, it's great.
And with a good beer.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is Sea Dog Blonde Ale. It pairs awesome with
Boy, it
with the
does.
lobster roll. It's great. It has citrus notes in there, and it goes great with the lobster roll. It's perfect.
This is great. You don't mind if I just dig in, do you?
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay. Here, hold this. Instead of holding my beer and watch this, hold my mic and watch this. Oh man, that's delicious. This lobster's talking to me. It's also dribbling down my cheek.
We're gonna get this guy a napkin.
See that? Napkin. I'm going to take another bite for this slide. I was watching preparing this. You kept saying let the lobster speak for itself. Mm-hmm. This is great. This is great. And the fries that go with it?
Yeah, we have a choice of fries. There's also other sides if you're going for a healthy route. We have Veg of the Day, which we feature local vegetable around the area. Sometimes we'll have bok choy, broccoli rabe, any kind of veg, And then we have chips and quinoa. So it's all kinds of sides. Yeah, exactly.
This is delicious. A little beer?
Yeah. I get paid to do this. It's great.
Oh, I do too. Not much, but I'm eating for free today. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Well, we've visited the Sea Dog. We've had beer. We've had a great lobster. Lobster roll is magnificent, and it does speak for itself with fries. And we should come back here again, don't you think?
Cool. Yeah,
All right.
definitely. Anytime. Be great.
That was a taste of the sea there with that lobster, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, lobster's about as good as you can get in the sea, I think. And the way he prepared it, and he actually, the guy talked like he knew what he was doing.
Right. And it didn't come out of a can. That's the impressive part.
Yeah.
There's a real lobster cooked right there. So.
Yeah, that was good. And a craft beer to go with it. But that was good. But where are we going to go next?
Let's go back to the Lagerhaus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they make their own brats.
Their own brats, and we're going to taste them. We're at the Lagerhaus Brewery and Grill just off of East Lake Road, and they have not only brew and food, but a genuine beer garden. So in those hot summer days here in Florida, and actually we have summer about, 12 months out of the year, you can come here, relax, sip a fine beer, and also have something to eat on the grill. Speaking of which, let's go inside and see what they have. Name again for me?
John Van Etten.
Van Etten. Kind of a German theme going here?
Well, it's Dutch, but
Dutch? Close enough. Well, we're in Austria, Germany. If you're American, it's all Europe, right?
right.
Now, I understand that you guys make a bratwurst here.
Yes, we make very good brats here. Homemade brats.
Now, wait a minute. Homemade brats?
Homemade brats.
So you're not going to Frank's or whatever and buying them?
Nope. We make them here, fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
And you cook them in beer?
Yes, we do. Cook them in beer and throw them on the grill. They're made with beer.
And you eat them with beer?
Eat them with beer. Drink a beer while you're eating them.
That sounds like a good idea. Could you fix us one, maybe?
Yes, we can.
All right, let's do.
All right.
I have heard that before. Yes.
What we're doing is pouring a little bit of beer into this third pan here with a little bit of water. And that's what we cook our brats in. And basically, we make the brats here in the kitchen. We grind up the pork through a meat grinder, add the seasonings.
It's all your own stuff.
It's all our own stuff. And we also case them here and roll them up, and we sear them in beer after we're done putting the meat in the casings. And then after that process is all done, you got these guys, and before we serve them, we put them in the beer water, let them sit there for a few minutes, and warm up a little bit. And as soon as that's done, put her on the grill, mark it up, make sure it's nice and cooked, and there you go, ready to rock.
Ready to rock and roll. I can't wait. So this is Austrian pasta.
This is Austrian pasta, case Spätzle. It's just Austrian pasta with a little bit of Asiago cheese and Swiss cheese melted into it.
Yeah, I can smell the cheese. That's good. That's a good smell for it.
We'll take a little bit of parsley, just throw it on top there.
Parsley on top.
Put that to the side. There you go. Put that in.
Looks like a good afternoon snack.
Oh yeah, especially with beer. Go ahead and throw that on top. Get onions and peppers. And we're ready to go.
Well, let's go eat it.
All right.
Boy.
All right.
This looks good.
Yes, sir.
Now, what am I eating?
Now you're eating case Spätzle, which is the Austrian noodles. And you have our homemade brats. One with without onions and peppers, one with sauteed onions and peppers.
Well, I'm going to try the plain one first. Okay, Chef John, can you do me a favor and hold the mic?
Oh, sure.
I think I'm going to need 2 hands to handle
There
this
you
one.
go.
Try the one without first. Flavor of the brat is perfect. Get the beer, a little crispness on the outside. There's something about a bratwurst. For those of you guys that don't know what a brat is, it's a sausage, homemade here. It's not a hot dog. It's what it's made of. Veal, right?
Pork.
Veal and pork? Pork. Well, pork's close to veal. But this is delicious. This is great. Now you got a little hot mustard to go with this? Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, a little dark mustard. Slather a little bit of this on. And what was this again?
That's a Spätzle, case Spätzle. It's an Austrian noodle with cheese.
Taste the Asiago in there. What's the other cheese you've got in there?
Swiss.
Swiss and Asiago? Well, this is good. Now this will stick to your ribs, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we also make the noodles here.
Oh, you make the noodles too?
Make
You make-
everything from scratch.
Gold medal award-winning beer, correct?
Correct?
Lager.
Yeah.
You make your own bratwurst,
Yes, sir.
and you make your own Spätzle. Did I say that right? Spätzle?
Spätzle.
Spätzle, which is
Means little sparrows,
little sparrows.
because they look like little sparrows.
They look like little noodles to me. But boy, this is good. And all of this sticks to your ribs.
Sure does.
Well, thank you guys for inviting us to the Lagerhaus. We really enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Chef John.
No problem.
Appreciate it. We're out of here until next week.
Made in beer, made with beer. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
And made by a guy who really knows his beer too.
Yeah.
Homemade brats,
Spätzle.
Spätzle, crafted beer. I'm hard pressed to say what could even be better
a
than
real
that.
beer garden even. I mean, you know, it's a great place. It really is.
Yeah,
We enjoyed
Lagerhaus
that.
is a good place to go and have a nice meal and a good beer.
Well, we recently went to a grand opening for Talkwad Studios. This is another place you're going to be able to catch our show. Talkwad.com is the address if you want to check them out. But we got lucky and stumbled into some food even.
Yes, we did. We found food and movie stars.
Yeah.
Lucky us, we're here at the Talkwad grand opening, and I just ran into a real live movie star, Ruthie Wood.
Hi,
Is that
how are
correct?
ya? That's right, Ruthie Wood.
Wow. And tell us about your new venture you're going to be doing.
Well, we're actually trying to set up right now here at the studio. We're actually going to have a segment in Spanish where I talk to people and I get questions from the crowd, calling in live callers. We're going to do a segment on why men and women lose interest in relationships. So, we'll see how the ratings take to it, and if it's a good thing, we might have something, more permanent.
Wow, and I heard you might have a new food show too, maybe.
That's right, Tasting the City. You got to check it out. It's where I go around harassing locals. No, I'm totally kidding. We go around interviewing locals, and we basically, we get their opinion, how they feel about the food and stuff. So, yeah, should be interesting and a fun time.
And if you notice, she has a magnetic personality because I've still got a hold of her hand.
I noticed. I was like, he must really like the feel of my hands. I know they're soft.
I do like the feel of your hands. Well, thank you, Ruthie. Now let's go on and let's see what else is going on here. Boy, is it hot. How hot is it?
Too hot.
Way too hot. Well, it's Florida hot. That's how hot it is. But these guys have tropical ice. Tell me about it.
Well, tropical ice, it's an all-natural product, no artificial flavors, colorings, except for blue raspberry, because you're not growing those anywhere.
Oh.
But it's all natural, made with whole, fresh fruit. What can I say? It's a sweet treat to beat to eat. Perfect on a day like this.
Well, let's sample one.
Sure. What would you like to sample?
Well, of course, the blue raspberry, because that's unnatural. Anybody can eat natural stuff, but we at Tasting the City go for the extra.
The extra.
All right, I got to ask you, because raspberries really aren't blue. Well, are they?
Not that I know of.
They're kind of red.
That's our blue raspberry.
Maybe
this-
a cold raspberry.
Maybe they're cold raspberries. Okay, well, they are frozen. That is raspberry. Now, it's blue. You can see it's blue. But it is raspberry. That is good.
Thank you.
That is good. If I hadn't already eaten one, I'd already eaten another. Oh, what do you get? Wait a minute.
This is coconut, made with real coconut milk.
Real coconut milk. Oh, this is creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sort of like Italian ice, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
like Italian ice.
But
better.
finer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not quite a sherbet.
No.
But-
There's no dairy whatsoever.
Oh, boy.
in it at all.
That's good stuff. Well, that's right, because coconut milk, it's milk, but it's not dairy milk.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm with you.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit. Oh, that is good. It's tart.
A little.
I don't know what passion fruit is, but this is good.
It's not a very pretty fruit, but it's tasty.
Tasty. Well, a lot of things in life are like that.
That is true. It's a strawberry.
But strawberry is my favorite. I will judge your strawberry.
All right. Not overly sweetened, but made
No.
with whole strawberries.
That's the whole
Bacon
strawberry.
seed in there.
You can taste the strawberries in here, because that's the real test. Because like you go to Steak and Shake and you get a strawberry milkshake, and it's artificial.
Yeah.
Now, it tastes good,
Yeah.
but it's still artificial. This is like real strawberries. Reminds me of that strawberry fest we went to, Zane.
And this is my favorite, the mango.
The mango. Oh, mango I love. I had mango this morning for breakfast.
Did you?
Uh-huh. Oh, that's really mango-y. That second taste you get with mango, the little, not the sweetness, but the almost a vegetable fruit taste. Now that is good. Now, where are you guys located?
We're in Tampa. We're mobile at the moment. Working on a storefront, but don't currently have one. But you can catch us usually on Saturdays at the Ybor Market. We're there most of the time.
Now, where's the Ybor Market?
It is on 8th Street and...
Oh, down in Ybor City.
Down in Ybor
Oh,
City.
Okay.
But it's
We
usually...
Tampaites know where that is. The
Yeah,
rest
they
of
know
you
where it's
go
at.
Google it. You'll find it.
You'll find it.
Okay.
That's where we usually are. Or you can check our website, www.tropicaliceTreats.com. We update our calendar there.
Okay.
And
They'll
you can-
see that when I do this. They'll see that.
Okay. But that's where you can get our current schedule, where we expect to be, and what we have going on.
Cool.
Also, if you want to contact us for special events, private parties, anything like that, you can contact us there as well.
Good. Well, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Sam Johnson.
Sam Johnson, and your name?
I'm Angel Johnson.
Angel and Sam.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're here at, where are we at?
Portillo's Family Catering.
Portillo's Family Catering. And what do you got today?
We have Cuban sandwiches, hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers.
Ooh, that sounds good on a hot Florida day, but what about Let me think. What about some pork? Actually, we're really just outside your real restaurant. And what's your name?
Brenda Portillo.
Oh, Brenda Portillo, like the restaurant then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you're probably related?
Yes. We are going to be married 40 years.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. So the restaurant's actually yours then?
No, it's his. I'm just drafted.
Oh, you're just drafted. We guys know that's not really true, but we'll let her go with that. We'll let her get away with it. So what do we have here? I was just wishing for something and it appeared.
Okay. We have Cuban pork, black beans, white rice, and plátanos, Cuban bread and butter.
Oh, man. So I already had a taste of the pork, and it's great. What's the sauce that you put on this?
A mojo.
Mojo? Now, what's mojo?
It has
Sour orange garlic.
sour orange garlic, the seasons of pepper, salt, garlic powder, oregano.
Well, this is good. This is really good. So this is really delicious. And these are what, plantains?
Plantains, yes.
Plantains.
Plátanos, if you want to be ethnic.
Oh. For those of you guys up north, kind of like bananas, but not quite, right?
Right. I believe they're like a cousin to the banana.
Those are good.
You have to cook them because if you don't, it's like eating a persimmon. It just makes your mouth pucker up.
Like that. But these are good. These are sweet. And rice is rice.
Rice is rice. I make yellow rice. Yellow rice is more popular than the white.
And you got a little black bean soup over here. So you're supposed to really pour this over your
rice.
Over your rice. Well, let's try a little bit of this over my rice.
And this is our most popular dish as far as catering. All ethnic groups that we've worked with, they like the traditional Cuban dish.
This is delicious. Now, what's the name of your restaurant again?
Portillo's Family Catering Cafe.
And where are you located?
508 Limeball, West Limeball.
508 West Limeball, and we're in Tampa, right? Or New
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. And do you have a website?
We have a website. My son, he made a website for us and a Facebook page.
Oh, Facebook too. Excellent. Portillo's
Family Catering.
Family Catering. Okay. Well, that gives us a little cover. Thank you very much for having
you're
us.
quite welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi, we're here at Talkwad Studios at the grand opening and just showing all the kinds of cool stuff that they've got.
Buttons. They're doing Mercedes Asia back here.
Oh, geez. Well, they really are on the radio, so let me push these back to where they were. Hopefully we didn't mess up too much. Oh, well, who cares? Well, maybe they care. Well, maybe I should care too.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, and be sure you stay tuned to Tasting the City. We're going to come back at you with a little more next week, hopefully every week.
Yeah, more food, more movie stars, maybe. Yeah, or
nice.
starlets even. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.